Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this crazy world we're living in. So I've just come on briefly, very briefly, because it is well past my bedtime. I'm based in Spain, in Europe, and it is late at night now. I will be going up the fairy dances very shortly, going to sleep. But I just wanted to come on and tell you about the breaking news because there was so much conjecture about this case, wasn't there? About baby Emmanuel and whether his parents would be released from prison today. So many clickbait headlines on other channels, not on mine. I think there comes a time really where people have to put their trust in law enforcement a bit. And when people don't know what's really happening in a case and they start making things up and saying, oh, yeah, it was all over the news, the parents were going to be released, etc. Anyway, I personally didn't believe it, but then I didn't know because at the end of the day, I think what we all have to remember is we talk about cases, we like to discuss cases, we like to speculate, that's human nature. But ultimately, we don't know anything about what's going on behind the scenes with law enforcement, with solicitors, what plea bargains are being worked out, what stage an investigation is at. We don't know any of that until the case actually goes to court normally, really, don't we, where we find out all the details. Anyway, a complete relief is that these horrible parents, these monster parents of little Emmanuel, they're not going anywhere. They've been charged. They'd already been arrested and charged, but now the charges have been filed, which means they're not going anywhere. So I'm just going to show you the charges that have been filed against them. That's really, I just wanted to let you know tonight. Let's hope the baby is found. Obviously the baby is not alive anymore, but this baby needs to be put to rest in a dignified manner, don't they? It's so horrible that he's just been left out somewhere or put somewhere like a piece of rubbish. What we want to see now is Emmanuel brought home and laid to rest in a proper manner. Okay, so no, that's not what I want to see. So, right, I've got my. What am I doing? What am I doing? So, I'm going to. Well, I did have an article. This is why I don't like doing videos at night because I get tired. Found it. Okay. So, yes, they've been prosecuted sort of properly, if you like. Charges have been filed. Charged with murder. They're not going anywhere now, this couple. I think it's just a question of finding Emmanuel. But I think even if they don't find him, for the law enforcement to go as far as they have in charging them anyway, they've got evidence, obviously, haven't they? So, yeah, they've said that they faked Emmanuel's disappearance. There's still dispute about how old he actually really was and when he actually really disappeared. So they've been charged with, they're going to be arraigned Tuesday afternoon. Right, so I get confused. Tuesday afternoon, where will that be Spanish time? Will that be when I go to bed, maybe? Anyway, so there may be some video tomorrow of them in court. Tomorrow, as far as Spanish time is concerned. So they're going to be arraigned on one count each of murder with malice, also charged with making a false police report, which is a misdemeanor. And Riverside County prosecutors are asking they be held in lieu of $1 million bail. Well, they haven't got $1 million, have they? That's for sure. So you can virtually say, they're not coming out on bail. I mean, this is really one of the sort of, all the things that we've talked about, like him already having been charged with, practically murdering another baby of his and still being allowed to walk free and be with other children. It's just incredible, isn't it, that could happen? His brother dying in the same house. Did he have anything to do with that? And then her saying that he's a good father and he would never hurt a baby when he already has hurt a baby. No, it's just crazy. Just horrible. The whole thing really is. I'm just sort of, hi, Angel. I think it's just you and me at the moment. I don't normally come on at this time, do I? Yeah, unbelievable. Now, the other thing I just want to read out to you, something that I saw on X. Let's see if I can find it. So, because obviously a lot of people are angry about this fact that Jake Haro, Big Man Jake, who likes hurting babies, because that's really all he's capable of, already having done this to someone. People are really angry about this. Now, so Steve Fisher, who I follow on X, he's made a tweet saying that he was contacted by someone with communications authority at the Riverside County District Attorney's Office. And they had originally reached out to me last week regarding my tweet about Jake Haro's 180-day sentence, of which 179 days were allowed to be served through work release. I mean, this is for strangling was she 7 weeks old, little Vanessa? I mean, it doesn't matter if she was 7 weeks old, 7 months old, or 7 years old. Strangling a child and leaving her with brain damage. That's what you got, 180-day sentence, of which 179 days were allowed to be served through work release. Anyway, so he says he's been contacted, and I'm only repeating what Steve said. He says he's been contacted by the district attorney's office, and they wanted to clarify that at the time, the DA objected to the sentencing of Jake Haro, and the judge acknowledged the objection on record, but proceeded to sentence him over the objection. And the DA's office wanted it to be clear that they did not offer that sentence and they were not in agreement with it. And when I asked him, this is what Steve says, when I asked if charges would be filed today against the Haros, I was told filing decisions are being made now and charges will be filed this morning. and the defendants will be arraigned this afternoon, are scheduled to be arraigned this afternoon. So, yeah. Who is this judge? You know, I feel like that judge needs throwing out. Do you know what I mean? Who is it that thought that that was a suitable sentence for someone who, you know, did what he did? And now little Emmanuel, he's dead probably as a result of it, because if Jake Haro had got a decent sentence, you know, like life really for strangling. I mean, to me, if you try and kill a baby, you know, you should be sentenced for life. How just doesn't make sense, does it? Anyway, we know that doesn't make sense. We're all outraged by it, and yeah, you know. But anyway, it's what happened. It is what it is. Won't bring little Emmanuel back, even if the judge gets sacked. But I'm telling you now, in my opinion, that judge, he needs to take responsibility for the murder of this child as well. Okay. Oh, that's nice of you to say, Angel. But I'm going now because I am really, really tired. I was just about to go to bed when I saw this. But I'll be up early in the morning, bright and early, and then we'll see. All I want now, I think, well, want them to be locked away and the key thrown away, but also this little baby to be given some respect, you know, to be, I don't know, I mean, brought back, buried with dignity, not just left wherever they've left him, which of course we don't know where it is. But anyway, so thank you, Angel. Thanks for being here. I'll see you really soon in the next video. And until then, may your God go with you. Bye.